How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the video. And so what I want to do in this video is I want to speak to your heart. I want to speak to the part of you that's kind of down beneath the surface, the part of you that doesn't get a lot of cognitive attention on a daily basis. So the topic that I want to just talk about in this video is the topic of telling people how you think and feel about them before it's too late. So recently my grandfather passed away, and this was the first kind of death that I've experienced in my immediate family circle. I mean, there's been extended family members that have passed away, and it was sad, but this was the first kind of death in the family that was in my immediate circle. And I'm an internal processor, which means it takes me a long time to kind of figure out exactly what I feel, how I feel about a given situation. I can't just verbalize it right away. I gotta go away on my own and kind of digest it, chew it, kind of go to that part of me that's below the surface and swim around and spend some time there before I really can get to the root of how I think and feel. And so this whole situation with my grandfather passing has kind of forced me to kind of dive beneath the surface again. And we've had the funeral since, and during the funeral we got a chance to kind of briefly share exactly how he impacted my life and the life of his family. But I'm still in the process, and have been still in the process in recent days, in still trying to figure out exactly how I feel about the whole situation. And so as I've been doing that, I realized something that I wish I would have figured out, I guess, or been more cognitive of before. And that's, why do we wait until someone passes away before we actually pay tribute to them? Now, I get it, lots of the time we know how to express kind of pleasantries with each other. We can write cards and write cards for people's birthdays, at Christmas. We can write cards or messages letting people know how we feel about them. But there's something about the way we talk about someone at their funeral that really gets to the core of who we are and the kind of impact that person had on our life. There's something about when someone passes away that causes us to actually process and go to the places where we can really determine and figure out how and what we feel about them. And it's just so sad, because I've been processing the passing of my grandfather, and I've realized a whole bunch of stuff that have always kind of been there underneath the surface that I've thought and felt about him and his impact on my life. But why is it that I never communicated that before? Why did it take him passing away for me to actually get to the place where I was like aware of his actual impact? And so it just got me thinking, like, imagine it was our normal default response not with everybody, but I mean with those in our immediate family and close group of friends. What if it was our default response to communicate with each other exactly how we felt? The kind of tribute that you would give them and the way you would talk about them at their funeral, but instead of waiting till they pass away, actually doing it now. What would that look like? What would that do to your relationship with them now? How would that change the dynamic of your family relationships and your friendships. If everyone actually knew exactly what each other felt about everyone, and we were able to verbalize that and communicate that in the here and the now. Because I know for myself, it's like, why did I wait? Why did I wait so long to get to the place where I was actually able to process how my grandfather and what my grandfather meant to me, but I waited until he passed away. And what if us as a society and a culture, we did that across the board, where everybody in their own circle of influence, with their own family and friends, if everybody communicated to everyone close to them how they impacted them, how they've inspired them, how they've changed their life, what they actually mean to them, what that would do for us as a culture. And so my challenge to you is this: find a creative way, whether that's an email, taking someone out for coffee, going for a walk, making a video, writing a letter. Find a creative way to tell those in your life exactly what they mean to you. Tell them exactly how they've encouraged you, how they've impacted your life in a positive way, how they've inspired you, how they've caused you to be a better person or want to be a better person. Make that a habit right now with those in your life before it's too late. And let's see exactly what that's going to do to your relationship with them, how that's going to bond and unite your friendship or your family together, if we were all truly aware and were able to express and pay tribute to one another before it's too late. I just want to be known as someone who is really good at communicating how they feel about those closest to me while they're alive, while we're actually in relationship. So that's my challenge to you. Let's be people who are amazing at, who are awesome at telling those who we are close with exactly what they mean to us before it's too late. And let's see what that's going to do in your life and in your relationships. Much love and God bless.